What's going on, YouTube? Purvino here with a couple codes, the P0171 and the P0443. It's going to be a fuel trim system lean bank 1, and of course the Evap Purge Solenoid control circuit malfunction. This is what I'm pointing out right here. It's a bolt that holds in the purge valve right here. One bolt, very small purge valve. I had to make this video for the 2000 Chevy Impala 3.4 liter V6. I haven't seen any videos on this particularly, so I decided, hey, let me go ahead and make one to help out my other Chevy Impala lovers out there. They're compatible from the 2000 to 2005. Now right here is actually the plug-in to the purge valve. What I did was I put in 2 long needles to the back of it. This is called back probing. I had to watch a video and find out how to back probe. You put it in through those back, make sure it doesn't escape the back wires. You push them in until you touch the 2 connectors on the other side. You just saw the 2 metal connectors. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna connect this. Right now what I'm doing is I'm testing this purge valve malfunction, the connection malfunction. I wanted to see if it was really a bad connection, like if the wires are chafing. I'm gonna check it with this test light right here, put it on a simple ground. But first I gotta come inside the car, sit down, and of course turn the key to the on position. You don't have to turn it all the way on. And this is how I'm gonna see if I'm getting the readings that I am looking for. So I'm gonna touch this test light to each metal piece, each needle, and if the light lights up, then it's good. It's getting good current. So that one lights up, cool, good current. That's what it's on. Now I need to test the other side, and you see a light. So with that being said, we know that the connection's good. So I'm thinking it has to be this purge valve connecting. That's the only other plausible explanation for this. Misreading the codes. I was thinking at first it was the MAF sensor, what the heck is this thing called? The mass airflow sensor. Yeah, it's right below this little piece that I'm touching right here. Right there, that's the mass airflow. I already cleaned that and it's good. And I was gonna clean that sensor out too, that right next to right there. I was gonna clean that sensor, but I got to messing with this tube and I was like, man, this thing is real loose. So I'm looking back here, like underneath where the coil packs are, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, I'm trying to get the camera angle in there for you guys can see. Yeah, I'm trying to point it out. You can't still see too well. I got this Note 5 I was recording with, so it was kind of hard to get it in there, and then I'm holding it on. So anyways, of course the camera work is super trash right now. Got it out. Now look at this freaking rubber gasket, grommet, whatever. It is completely corroded. Now, a lot of times when your car is having a vacuum leak somewhere, this little piece right here in the front of this little, it's the PCV valve. This right here is where your throttle is at, located. You got the 2 bolts. This long piece that goes all the way up underneath there, wraps around, and plugs into the purge valve. That is this piece right here. This is that piece. And I noticed upon further inspection that this thing's broken. So I was thinking it was the purge valve first, and of course, look, this vacuum thing, I had to put a freaking eraser there. So I went and got these other pieces. I was gonna get the purge valve. I ended up not getting that because sometimes if you don't have good like vacuum pressure, it can also throw up faulty sensor. This is the PCV valve. As you can see, I went ahead and bought it for that piece. It was like $3. I don't think the other one was bad, but I was like, hey, what the hell, why not? And if you look at this elbow that was on the old PCV valve, it was also cracked, which is not holding good vacuum. That can throw off some of the sensors and put up an emissions code. So I got a new one. I got this little bad boy and some vacuum hose right here, so I can put right there in between the little two brakes. Take this stupid eraser off. I had to put it there because like I didn't have anything else. Threw it away. Got me a new vacuum caps. Boom. For some reason, this particular 2000, or I don't know if it's mine or whatever, but it didn't have a hose that goes there, so I just put the cap. Having a hard time squeezing that bad boy on. Alright, cool. And make sure you remember where you put everything. I always seem to have a hard time with that. So I'm getting this vacuum hose. I'm gonna cut a small piece that I can, of course, put this. It's actually a hard plastic tube thing. It's all one piece, but I'm gonna go ahead and bootleg it. It was literally just electric taped together. I don't know how the heck, it was still working, without getting any check engine light. But I had to check engine light for those two particular codes. Now I noticed that this stupid hose was too small for that to fit in there. So I'm gonna use my other one, my old little rubber piece that fits right there. I'm gonna cut it and just slide it right in there. And I got it right there. It's the end result. And it will hold. It's been holding since then. So I kind of had a difficult time because you got to enter it right up under these wiring harnesses, and also at the same time that little middle piece right there that you see right there going like under where the throttle piece is, right there. You have to make sure it goes underneath it, and be careful for that vacuum line that I'm actually placing it over, because you can mess it up. So I'm putting the new tubing under where that throttle little plate is right there that you see moving around, and I'm finna push this into the purge valve, which I ended up not replacing. I figured there was too much rips and brakes and different hoses that would be the cheapest route, possibly seeing if that would get the lights off, the emission light. I figured maybe it was getting too much oxygen, which is why it could also run a lean on one of your banks. So those are the you want to make sure, man, you put those freaking bolts back on, because you turn that car on and you just hit that gas, you'll be out of there. So you got a longer one on the left side, a longer nut. The long nut goes on the left side, if I'm not mistaken. And if it didn't, then it's on there now and it's running fine. So you got the shorter nut, you're going to put that on the right side. I'm going to twist those bad boys on my finger tighten them, of course. I put it in sideways a little bit. If it's going in there sideways, make sure you just unscrew it, man. Even if it gives you a hard time, put it back in right, man. This is your car we're talking about here. So I'm screwing this, and I'll only put them on just kind of loosely, because I still need to work around there. I got the new PCV valves right here. That's the new one right here I'm touching on. And it's the PCV elbow, the elbow to it, the rubber tubing. Now the side with the ridges, that is the side you want to put on the top of it. The ridges goes on the top. Remember that. Okay. Pretty sure it doesn't matter too much, but I just do it how I took it out. So I'm gonna go over here, and you want to make sure that little piece right there, you need to have that. It's like $2 at AutoZone. No, O'Reilly's. I actually ended up getting all these parts at O'Reilly's. I could not find them at AutoZone, the one I went to. So now I'm gonna insert this tube back inside of here, and I'm trying to do it with one hand because I'm holding the camera with my other one. Alright, cool. Finally got that bad boy in there. Now this is the one that goes over there by where that mass airflow sensor is at. And that's where it goes in there. Right there. That piece goes in right there. The other side needs the little gasket dealio. There it goes. I put a new one on there. Had a box of new ones, man. They were like $245 at O'Reilly's. Universal boys. So of course I'm gonna run that back down there, and I actually get a decent shot to where you can see what I'm putting it in. And alright, it's going right up under that coil pack. Right up under there. I know y'all see that zip tie right there. Freaking the bolt was stripped on that coil pack. I changed it. There you go. You see it right in there. Right in there. My finger's pointing at. That's where that thing goes. And it was still kind of like a loose fit, honestly. But I mean, it was better than that corroded one, man. Just go ahead and replace it. Now, I almost forgot to tighten those things up, man. You need to make sure you tighten those dang things up, because things get loose, you be out of there. Okay, so this is one day exactly later, and I'm going in here, and my check engine light was off. So I was like, wow. I don't have an OBD2 scanner, so I can't clear the codes myself. So it ends up going off. So I'm like, okay, sweet. But check this out. I'm having a little issues here still with it. And I think you're gonna hear it right here. Right here. Let's see. Alright, so I'm about to turn it. Nothing. Turn it. Nothing. What the heck? I'm like, man, this is frustrating because the car's been doing this. Turn it. Nothing, man. So the things about these gear shifts, sometimes they get loose. I'm pushed down on the brake a little bit, put it in reverse halfway, and shove it up to park, and watch this. Turns right on. No codes. So I mean, if you needed to, I could still pass inspection. But see, sometimes these gear shifts, they get loose and stuff like that, and you may need to push it up like that, hold it up, and then cut it on. And that's what I have to been doing. So that's that right there. I didn't have to end up placing the purge valve or anything else, man. I just replaced a few vacuum hoses. So hope this helps y'all guys out. Like, subscribe, follow me for more content on different cars. This is a 2000 Chevy Impala V6 3.4. I hope you guys enjoyed. Share the video. Budo we know.